Hey guys, look what I got. These aren't earrings. They could be though, couldn't they? You could, I mean, you could make them into earrings if you got two pair. They're stinking cute. So, hey, welcome to Always in Stitches. This is our What's New video. I'm so glad you're watching today. I'm Cathy. Peter's behind the camera. Say hi, Peter.
Hi, everybody.
All right, so welcome. It's Monday afternoon in the shop, and it's sunny outside and almost 70 degrees. Not much more of that. We're losing it quick.
Are we losing daylight?
We're losing daylight. We're losing warm weather, and I'm sad because I like the warm weather, and I love to see the trees change. So hopefully that'll happen too. But anyway, I'm here to show you some fabric today. Do our little What's New video. Get what's going on. Thanks everybody for your fun comments. I love y'all figured out it was Chester Cheetah we were talking about last week that we couldn't remember his name. Good on you to remember that. Okay, so this fabric, these little dangly things, these are zipper charms. I honestly think you could take and buy matching pairs and you'd have two sets of earrings. It'd be stinking cute to make earrings out of it. Key fobs, I've put them on my key for my key ring. I've used them as scissor fobs to hang on scissors, really fun. But these are featuring this fabric, and if you look, the little thing on the charm is the same thing on the fabric. Look. See right there, they're right together.
Hey, you know what that fabric would be good for?
I know, it'd be great for English paper piecing. And look at that one. See, isn't that fun? This, and you know, the button things that we do, that you can make the buttons and magnets and
the button covers.
The button covers.
Needle minders.
Needle minders and things like that. So this is Cathy Holden. And she's from the Moda company. So if you're looking on the website for this, it's going to be under Moda, Cathy Holden.
I did not associate that this was with Cathy Holden.
Now you like it even more, don't you, Peter?
Yes.
I know. He likes Cathy Holden. She's a sweetheart.
I thought it was just really cool fabric. I didn't know it was Cathy Holden.
Cathy.
I should have known by that alphabet.
Yeah, exactly. So here she is. There she is, sweet Cathy. We love her stuff. We order it all the time, it seems like.
You did it again, Cathy
I did it.
Holden.
She did it. She does such great fabric.
Yeah, she did.
So we've got 10-inch charm or 10-inch squares. We've got 5-inch charms, and we have jelly rolls. I don't have any minis on these. I have a suspicion she didn't make minis, is why I didn't get minis. But look at how fun this fabric is.
Oh, there's a little bunny.
I know, there's bunnies, there's just everything. Look at the houses. Okay, first of all, love these tossed houses.
That's super cute.
Isn't that fun with the green in the background? Love that. And then the alphabet. Gotta love the alphabet. So these are, I'll tell you what, these are fun. Is to cut them out and just like sew them in a row and let it be a frayed thing. So like you see them do it with license plates, but you could totally do it with letters and spell somebody's name.
You know what I'd do?
What would you do?
I would English paper piece my name for a badge for when I go to those sew groups.
Yeah.
So I have my own homemade badge.
There's E.
Oh, look, purple E.
There's T, purple E. There's T. There's another purple E. You'd have to use two purple E's. And there's the R. Yeah, that'd be fun. Wouldn't that be
awesome?
What a great way to do your name.
You know what I'm talking about? For the name badges?
It'd be awesome.
With the lanyards?
So, yes. So that comes in a cream background or a navy background. So I love that it's two colors. That's awesome. So there you see that in two colors. And then we showed you the tossed houses. The tossed houses also come in a cream background. I love that little fern in the background.
Yeah, I like that fern in the background.
It's pretty. And the houses, when you look at them, if you look at them close, like their roof looks like the end of a spool. See, that's like the end of a spool. Isn't that fun? Okay, and then the little badges that I showed you. Gosh, the badges come in the navy I showed you first. There's the navy. There's a beige. And it also comes, this is my favorite, in this teal background. I have a piece of this already. I have a project I'm going to make so I can show you. Okay, so they've got those. And then this, now here's the best part. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see this piece. I love this. Looky here. This is a border print. And it's border print on both sides. So here's the way that they showed it in their catalog when I ordered the fabric, because you know I have a Moda catalog. If you want to drool sometime, look at the Moda catalogs we get. So the border print is here and here. They finished this edge and made it into a tablecloth. What a great tablecloth, and placemats and all that. Wouldn't that just be fun? And honestly, this kind of has almost a Christmassy feel. You know, I know there's not snow on the ground, but I love the little stars on it. It'd be pretty for your table. So there's your border print, which is really fun. And look at this one. Okay. Look at that. This just got such a great vintage feel. Now, this is directional. So Cathy's evidently working in a digital print because in some ways because it is directional. Here's birds. Look at the birds. That's great. Got a nice little bunch of birds. And the birds come in again in the darker colors and light colors. So this has got your full range of light, medium, and darks, large, mediums, and smalls. And here's your word print. It's about dyeing, the sewing machine, things like that. So we've got the word print, and it comes in the beige, the blue, and the aqua background. And then this one is just like a scene. It's not just tossed trees or tossed houses. This one, they kind of look like they're on mountains and hills, and it's really fun. I love that. Good job, Cathy. And then this is just your basic, just a print, just to kind of, it's got the newsprint in the back, kind of. I love that. Very fun, very fun, very fun. So Cathy Holden, don't let that one get away. If you buy it, buy the charms to go with it because, if you make something, you'll want to put the little charm like hanging off of the zipper or even just hanging off of the quilt as a gift. What a great little gift for people. Okay, now we have to look at fabric, but it's not up front in the fabric department. It's back in the knitting department. Let's go. Hey guys, we're back in the yarn department looking at fabric. What? Mind blown. Okay, so the reason we're in the yarn department looking at fabric is because we have, now last week when we were doing our YouTube video, Peter was not paying attention to what he was videoing. He was digging his little fingers into the fabric that was sitting on the cart. And this was what he was playing with.
Can I just say that this is the cat's pajamas?
This is the cat's pajamas. So this is a bag. I have this at home. I haven't made the sample yet. I was working on other samples this weekend. But is this not the cutest little knitting bag? Oh my goodness. Now, and I have a kitty cat at home who kind of almost looks a little bit like that.
Do you know how to sew?
I do know how to sew. I even know how to knit. Now I can't crochet to save my life, but I can knit. So I'm going to make this bag. I got to have it.
That's so pretty.
Isn't it fun? And then there's also a panel.
Oh.
So let's say the shape of that bag doesn't make you excited. You'd rather have a more square knitting bag. I would totally cut this up and make pillows. I would make table runners. I would make placemats. I would make tote bags. Or here's the easiest thing I would do. I would just get a piece of Minky and put it on the back and have a nice little lap quilt to sit on when I'm knitting. Wouldn't that be perfect? This is so cute. When this fabric came available to order, I was like, gotta have it. Gotta have it. It's with us having the knitting department back here, it's just too perfect for us to not carry. So they've got some fat quarters here for you guys if you don't want to buy big pieces, but look at the companion pieces that go with it. I love this. That just looks like yarn, just kind of, the spaghetti bowl of yarn when you have it laying around. And then look at this pink piece with the little kitties with the balls. Oh my gosh. Let me pull that out so I can really see it. Look at that. That is so fun. That face, my cat has had my yarn ball and made that face. Matter of fact, I've got a picture of her sitting in my yarn bag. I wanted to shoot her because she would get into my yarn. She's a kitten. I got to remember, she's just a baby. But looky here. Golden Paw knitting tool, stitch by stitch. Golden Paw, knit one per. Oh, look at this, Peter. Look at this one. Knit one per two. Aw, isn't that fun? Even if you don't like cats. And paw prints. Now, these paw prints would work for anybody, really. I mean, I can see, we got a gal that comes in. She makes dog bandanas and dog collars. She'll be buying some of this. I'll bet you anything. And then here's the kitty cats in beige. Here's knitting balls. If you don't really want a cat, there's just balls of yarn with knitting needles in it. And then look at this stripe. Oh, I'm a sucker for a good stripe. I really like
this stripe a lot.
I do too. I might have to have a chunk of that just because, it's a good stripe.
That'd make great bias cut binding.
Wouldn't it? So, if I'm doing bias cut binding, I'm going to buy 1.25 yards so that I have a 40 by 40 inch square, and all I have to do is just fold it in half and cut my binding. I'm done. Make it sweet and simple. And then here's just a really nice little cubes. How fun is that? I love that. Oh, look, her little tail hangs over the edge. That's just so cute. Best friend, 7 paws, knitting worsted. stitch by stitch, knitting wools and fine skews, golden paws knitting wools. It's just fun. Look at the kitty cat. Little gray one, little orange ones. Love it. And then here again we have tossed yarn balls with birds. So birds and kitty cats. So this is fun. We put this fabric back in the yarn department specifically because it was oriented towards knitting, and we thought there's a lot of crossover. We've got a lot of knitters who are quilters and quilters who are knitters and crochet and cross stitch and all that, y'all. Once you get started, you got to do it all. So love this fabric. I think it's a great option. It's from, just so if you're looking for it, it's from the Studio E company. So if you go to our shopping page on our website, click on shop, click on fabric bolts, look up Studio E, and this is called Knit 1 per 2. Isn't that adorable? What a great name for a fabric line. All right, love that one. And then I mentioned Cuddle. Let me tell you something exciting that's happening with Cuddle. You guys have contacted us about this, and we knew that it was coming. We just didn't realize it was out. We have ordered a 110-inch wide Cuddle. Oh my gosh, head blown how big that is. And it's a 3-yard cut, so it's 110 by 108. They come in 3-yard chunks, so you can't buy it smaller than the 3-yard chunk. But it comes in several, I think there's 8 or 10 colors. We'll have those fabrics in here pretty quick, and I know when they come in they're going to go fast. So I'll be sure and tell you on our YouTube video when that happens, because I know you guys are going to want those. More and more people just love Cuddle on the back of quilts, and I kind of have made it almost, there is hardly a quilt I do that I don't put Cuddle on the back, because everybody just loves it. So that's something to watch for. Let me see what else. Oh, wool. I wanted to talk about wool. Let's go right up here, Peter, and look at wool. Ooh, we do have some on the bolt. So, wool on the bolt. More and more people are getting ready to make wool garments. Now, wool on the bolt is not inexpensive, and this is a very good quality wool. So if you're looking to buy some wool, I don't know why those are here, but this wool is all just a nice hand. Look at this herringbone. It's the right time of year to make a jacket. Look at that. It's got a nice density to it. It's got a great weave. So this wool is a woven wool. It's very nice. It's called Lanacot wool. It's from the Marcus Company. And you can see we've got several different colors here. But a lot of times people are just using this for wool crafting, handcrafting, making small projects. But I have had some people come in and want enough to make garments. So this will do that and do it very well. Just so you know, we got wool. That's not there's more here than just this. Do when I kind of fabric, okay? Now, let's go look at this new Felted Sky wool needle felting projects. It's all about wool. Okay, I'm back in our cross-stitch, crochet, fiber arts kind of area. We've got some interesting things back here. And look at this beautiful little kit right here. Perfect time for this. If you've not done needle felting before, needle felting is the most fun. You basically take roving, which is a very loose fiber. This is roving right here. If you could have touch of vision, it's super, super soft. But Peter, it's what, pre-spun wool? Is that the right way to say it, would you say?
I don't know what that is exactly.
Well, it's not.
It's just the fibers.
Yeah.
They're like in a...
They're in a little wad of fiber. It's not. You could spin yarn out of this if you wanted to. You'd need a lot more than this little dab.
Yeah.
But this is just roving. It's called roving, and it's needle felting wool, and so it comes in little bunches like this. You can buy different colors and make your own. There's all kinds of projects in here. Look at these fun little things. There's little ornaments you can make, strawberries, mushrooms, cupcakes. There's a little puppy dog in there that is just precious. Look at the bunny. There's Bun.
That rabbit.
Isn't that great? Okay. So, and then here's Enchanted Forest. Here's a whole bunch of other little things. We've put these together in kits for you, and these are really, really fun because it's already in a hoop. It comes with everything you need, the needle felting tool, the roving to do it, the background to put it on, the pattern, everything's in it. So these kits have been doing very well. You guys have really been shopping them, and we're trying to get more in. Look at this one, perfect Christmas ornaments. Love this. Now, they'll start with a ball, I would imagine. I'm going to say this and hope I'm telling you the truth. And look how nicely done this kit is. So you start with a ball, okay, that's already a piece of wool, and then you have your little roving bits that you take the needle and you felt in the design, and all the pictures and everything here is how to do it. Your needles are in here in this little container. Everything you want to do this is in here. So these kits are great. They're perfect for Christmas gift giving, Halloween gift giving, Thanksgiving gift giving, whatever you want to do. But they're complete, and that makes them really quick and easy. We're constantly getting in new ones. So we've got cherry blossoms, cardinals, rabbits. Here's a desert trail. I think that one's new. Here's an owl that's been done. So there you can see from the front how pretty that is. And this has all been done in the hoop. And then when you look at the back, you can see how the fibers have pushed through as she's pushed the needle in and out. So if you want to stab something and not have it be a person, this is a great project. You can stab it thousands of times and nobody cares. So, now where did I take this from? Right there. Okay. There you go. So, there you go. Paint with wool. It really is painting with wool. Oh, look at I hadn't seen this one yet. Look at this succulent. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Do you kill plants? Can you not grow a plant? Here's a way to grow a plant that you can't kill. It'll stay forever. Oh, look at this one. Here's a real pretty one. This one's got a little snail in it. Look at that. Garden snail. So these are needle felted by Felted Sky. If you're looking for them on the website, they're going to be in our needle felting area. So don't hesitate to get into those and look at those. But that's another thing that we do with wool. That's wool roving that we punch with a needle and make that design. So that's really fun, fun, fun. All right, we're going to turn right around because I want to show you right here what we're doing in the wool department and yarn department. October, as you probably are aware, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And as part of that program, we're trying to help support ladies who have had to have mastectomies. And what happens with this is they make what's called knitted knockers. And this is the approved yarn by the Knitted Knockers organization. They have specific yarns and they have a specific pattern, and you have to use what they select in order for it to be acceptable. So we've got the yarn that is approved for the project, and then we've also got here this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you know someone, or if you are someone who's survived breast cancer, we encourage you to come in and put a ribbon on our board so that we can kind of acknowledge that you've survived, or for those people in memory of maybe have not survived breast cancer. Don't let it pass, ladies. Go and have things checked. Make sure that you're being annually checked for breast cancer. It's definitely a killer, but quarterly, it's very survivable. So we would encourage you to help participate with this. These knitted knockers are very easy to make. They're quick. They make a huge difference, especially for those ladies who are in between times where they've had their mastectomy and they're not quite ready to have the reconstruction done. These knitted knockers give them an option for a prosthetic that's not uncomfortable. So we really encourage you to help support that program with us with the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's it for now. I've got some more things on my clipboard. We'll see where we're going next. All right, I'm in our books area. We've got lots and lots of books for you that are so much fun. These 3-yard quilt books just about blow up. As soon as we get one, the new ones in, they sell right out. Some of the old ones are still great. There's nothing old about them. These 3-yard quilts are awesome. We love them. You get so many patterns when you buy a 3-yard quilt book. You can see all those patterns on the back of that. This has got 8 new quilts with a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors and patterns. So the great thing about these is each book gives you how to make it a twin size, a queen, a king, using the same pattern. And I can't tell you how many times we have customers come in and say, well, I found this quilt, it's a lap quilt, but I want to make it a king size quilt. Oh, the mathematics on that are not super simple. It takes time to figure that out. Our staff can help with that, but boy, it's a lot easier when they've already written the pattern to multiply it. Basically, you're just going to multiply it times 4 or 5, however much you need, but making a pattern bigger can be more complex than what you would think. It's not just, oh, add fabric. There's more to it than that. But when you make these patterns, what we want you to be aware of is the instructions that she gives you is for a very narrow finish binding, and it's also for very close cutting on the quilt backs. So when you're buying backing or when you're buying binding to make these quilts, we like you to go a little more generous so you don't run out and feel like you didn't get enough. Certainly the dimensions that she gives you to make the quilt top are sufficient, but for the batting and the binding, we find our customers like it a little more generous. So don't be shy about buying enough fabric when you're buying your backing and your batting and your binding, okay? So that was something to know about the 3-yard quilts. And we still are running a special on fall and Halloween fabric. We've got a few lines left. It's sold very quickly. We're running it at 30% off right now. So anything you want to buy that is a fall or a Halloween version of our fabric on the bolt, it is 30% off. That's in the store. You can come in and buy it. If you want to buy it and it's online, you need to call and talk to Deborah, and she can work with you over the phone as a concierge service to kind of do that process if you can't get into the store, because I know you all love it, to shop with her. And then we do still have some quilt kits that are still available at that 30% off too. So we've kind of increased the discount on those a little bit to kind of give you an extra little gift. The other thing that's coming is the Elemental Quilt Coat class. And I want to show you that there's also a kids pattern on that. So let's go up front and take a peek at that. All right, I'm up front by the register again because I'm talking about classes. Classes, classes, classes. Y'all are signing up for the classes left and right. I love it. We've got some classes that are sold out. But please go to our website. We've reorganized how our classes are sorted. So now it's like all the long arm classes are together, all the crochet are together, all the quilting are together, all the knitting. It makes it a little easier. If you click on that heading, then you can just look at the classes you're interested in instead of scrolling through everything to get to the one you want. Because there's just a lot of classes going on. We can have 2 or 3 classes going on every day in our store because we have that many classrooms. But one that's coming in December that I don't want you to miss is this Elemental Coat. Now, she's got the adult pattern, which we've also got in stock, but we have our kids pattern as well. So if you want to come and make it a coat, and you're like, I don't need another coat, but you have a grandkid or somebody that, you know, teenager who would like to have one of these, there is a kids coat pattern you can make of that as well. So don't miss the Elemental Quilt Coat. It's in December. It's like the 14th and 15th of December. You want to sign up for that class. That's with Teresa Coates. Funny, her name's Coates, and it's a coat class. And her partner, Hawk Hamilton. They're going to be here together, staying with us for 2 or 3 days to teach this workshop. It's going to be really awesome. Well worth your investment. It's selling quickly, though. So if you want to come for that, don't wait to sign up because it's going to close out, I think. The other thing I want to talk about is this Dawn's Felted Wool Bowl. So this is so fun. This has been water felted, or maybe even pressure felted, but it's not been needle felted. She's doing this as a felted bowl. And isn't
Dawn
this
who?
Dawn Cornell.
What?
What? You didn't even know about this, did you?
No.
Surprise, surprise. So this is done with roving. Isn't this fun? Wouldn't that be great just to drop your binder clips in, or even use it as a pin cushion? I'd stuff it and you could use it as a pin cushion. Wouldn't that be a fun pin cushion? So this is a felted wool bowl. It's November 17th, which is that's the day before my wedding anniversary. If you want to take this class, it's a 10:30 to 12 class. It's not very long. I think she's even providing the supplies for this. So you want to be sure and sign up for that. And Dawn's a great teacher. You'll have a great time with her. And then you're going to have to just span these. Oh my gosh. Kayla, who does our crochet classes, is amazing. If you want a pocket size support chicken, here she is. Isn't this cute? This is the beginner amigurumi class. And these little Christmas, there's several you can pick from. So this is, you pick which project you want to make, but you make like a gingerbread man, a snowman, an elf, and something else, but you can pick. Here's another beginner class. This is the reindeer. So these are all going to be on our classes page under crochet. This little gal, I love. This can be a cat or a dog. This is an advanced amigurumi class, again in November. So you need that with that cat fabric we showed them, right? Mm-hmm. How cute would that be?
Cat quilt for your cat.
Cat quilt for your cat. Here's a little chubby dinosaur. Look how cute this is. I love these little...
It's an emotional support dinosaur.
An emotional support dinosaur, yeah. So you just take it with you where you go. Here's your snake. And then this, I want you to see this blanket.
That's fun.
Isn't that snake fun? And then look at this. Now, she made this small. But you can, this is one of those things you just keep going. You know, you just keep going and can make it bigger if you want. But what the perfect little size, this for a lap blanket. I find more and more I just need something just to cover my lap. I don't really need, you know, a big blanket. Isn't this fun? I'd love to see that in bright, bright rainbow colors. I think it'd be really, really pretty. So that's her, where's it at? The tag, there it is. There's the tag. So this one is October 29th, November 9th, and December 17th. This is a 3-session class. And it's just stitch work. So each row is kind of a different stitch that you'll be able to learn in that class. I'm loving this. I think this is stunning. And then she's also got her little beginning classes. So these are the ones where you'll learn the process. And of course, if you're not a crocheter, if you're a knitter, we've got knitting classes, Janet's knitting classes that are available to you. There's stockings, there's sweaters, there's socks, lots of knitting classes. Don't miss out on getting to take some of those. And Dawn's Felting, the Handy Quilter event. Oh my goodness. Our Handy Quilter event is coming this week. So this video is going to come up, and as soon as the video shows, if you're interested in the Handy Quilter class, you need to sign up right away because they're running Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's still some openings in those classes. We'd love to have you come, but don't wait. If you're watching the video and you think you want to come, sign up right now. And then another series of classes that are coming in November, we have Karen Miller, who is an aura philosophy educator. She's doing a trunk show. You absolutely want to sign up for this trunk show. It's on a Thursday night, and it's in November, and it's going to be just everything you ever want to know about how to use thread, how to pick the right thread for the right project, how to pick the right thread for the right fabric. And she's going to have all her finished stuff with her, and it's going to be stunning. Totally worth your time. You need to come. We're doing it in the event center. Space is somewhat limited, and that we don't want people to be uncomfortable, but it's going to sell out because it's a great program. She also is doing a free motion quilting class. That's something you've asked for. We've made it available with Karen. She's an amazing teacher. You're going to love her. And then the other one that she's teaching is a wool applique class. So you can do 3 days with Karen and have a wonderful experience. Don't wait to sign up for those because they're selling out too. So that is about it for me this time. I did pretty good getting through it all.
Is that all she sews?
Is that all she sews? That's all she sews today. Here, let's take a picture of this sign. I love what it says. Gratitude is what we feel for you, and that's absolutely true. We love our customers. We love that you follow us on our YouTube channel and our Facebook. We did have an interesting email. I'll just acknowledge that the company that we get our email through had a glitch where it got hacked into, and fortunately, we were able to secure that. Everything is safe. Your information is safe. It was not as broad of a hack as what we thought it was. I immediately sent out a spam and said, or an email and said, "Hey, that's fraud. That's a spam. Don't answer it." It was about Social Security statements. Why would I always in Stitches send you a question about your Social Security statement? Just, you know what, people, just be smart. When it comes to getting online, if it don't look right, it's probably not, especially with email. So I apologize for the inconvenience that may have caused anybody. Let me assure you, I have spent all morning on the phone making sure everybody's information is secure and safe. And if you did unsubscribe from our emails, it is safe to resubscribe. We have set another level of, well, actually the company set another level of security to make sure that nobody gets in with malware or spy stuff that would get your email address. The only thing, they're going to get your email address. So it's not too bad, but I apologize for the inconvenience that might have caused, and no, we're doing everything we can to keep your information safe. But in this current technological world, man, there's some nasty people out there who know how to get into stuff no matter what you put in front of it. I'm just saying though, if you want to break in and pay my electric bill, y'all go for it, because I don't really care if you break in and pay my electric bill. That'd be just fine with me. So see what you can do on that, okay? All right, that's it for today. I hope you're having a wonderful stitchy day wherever you are. We're having a great time in here. It's a Columbus Day holiday. Lots of people shopping, lots of activity in the store. It's making us happy. I hope it's making you happy. Make a comment so we know where you're watching from, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week on What's New. Bye-bye.
Bye.